Hello and welcome back. Today I am going to discuss the further development of chart price pattern in the Motherson Sumi. This would be the fifth video of the series. Last week also I gave you a video of the Motherson Sumi. The first video came in the second week of September. If you have gone through the aforesaid video, very good. If you have not gone through that video, I am giving you the link above. Please go there, watch it, and thereafter you will find the part 2 also, part 3 also, and finally last week I gave you the part 4 also. After I gave you the part 4 and gave you the updated levels, there has been a good move in the stock. Though in the last video I said that the stock is trying to go higher and it may go up to rupees 174 to 178 range. Still, I have found something special which I am going to discuss today, and that would be very beneficial for you to watch. But as usual, before I proceed further, it would be advisable that this video and the contents thereof must be used only for educational purpose. I am not responsible for any loss or profit that you make on the basis of this video. So use it just as a guidance, just for educational purpose. Now coming to the analysis part. Let me show what I have felt. Now look at the chart. As usual, I have started with the monthly time frame. This is the monthly chart of Motherson Sumi. But before I tell you the next development, let me remind what I told you in the last video. And that would be better in the candlestick form. This is the candlestick form, and for the purpose, I must go in the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart of Motherson Sumi. Yes, this is the weekly chart of Motherson Sumi. There are so many parameters that I had discussed, and even in the trend line section, let me draw a trend line for you. That would be very essential for you. Just see. This is the trend line. Actually, this is the perfect trend line. So, in the weekly trend line, the price has not reached that trend line. But when you see the daily time frame, what do you see? Which I had told you that I am talking about the sharp trend line. So just see what is the development. The development is, let me change the color first. Yes, a little bit thickness also. Now see, if I draw a trend line from this point to this point, so daily trend line has been breached upwards, right? Now, even the volume supported it very well. This one, I hope you get it. Thereafter, for 3 days there has been consolidation. So my first recommendation in the second week of September, when I gave you this stock, at that moment the stock was hovering around 107. And I had told you that if somebody wants to enter into this stock, he must use, I used the word strict stop loss of 89 rupees. So with the strict stop loss of 89 rupees, if somebody made some entry there for long term also, or if some risky trader entered there with the strict stop loss, today we are at 122.30 and the high made so far thereafter is 126.80. So from 107 to 127 approx, 20 rupees move has been made just in 1 month. That's a good move, I think. Now, coming to the further development, what can be the next scenario? As I have told you that once we cross this level, the next level of resistance could be 130. So that would be a small resistance. That would not be so strong. That is a weak resistance. And thereafter, if we get it in the weekly form, it takes some time. This software is not so fast. And thereafter, I told you that it may go to this level. This level means level of 178. Why I said so? Let me tell you very clearly. I told you due to this reason. This is the line. Yes. Now see, there are so many resistances. There are so many points where the stock will face resistance. So in the weekly chart also, you will find that the stock may face resistance near 174, 178 range. What I have perceived just now, which could not be seen earlier so well, is something different. What is that? Let me show you in the monthly time frame. Just see. This is the monthly chart, and for that purpose I will use line chart, and for that purpose I will use line chart. Now see, what is very important to be watched. This is one peak. This point is one peak, that is near 155 level. Right? Thereafter, it came down to 98, 97 rupees, to that level. Again, it sold up to 252 level. Thereafter, it came down again to 98, 97 rupees. Now it is going forward. There are a few possibilities. The first possibility that I feel, according to the trend of the stock, that it will move up. It will face some resistance near 170, 180, etc. and thereafter it will move up again. But before that, this pattern cannot be overlooked or ignored. Suppose what happens if the stock goes above and finds a resistance near this level, that means 155 and 160 level. So again we will have a different scenario. We'll see the left shoulder here, this head, and thereafter again if it faces resistance and comes back, this will be the right shoulder. So it will be a very good example of head and shoulder pattern. And if you know the technical analysis, if you know the principles of technical analysis, you will know that once the stock is not able to go above the previous shoulder, it means it will come back, and if it comes back, the neckline will be here, and if that neckline is cut below, then it will be going in the downtrend. So we'll have to be a little bit presumptive, we'll have to be cautious. So once it reaches the level of 154 or 155, I would advise you, if you have made any entry, you should be very cautious and watch its move there. If you feel that the stock is having resistance there, you must book your profit, and unless and until it goes above that level on closing basis, you should try to sit idle. And if it crosses above that level, as I told you earlier also, that once it crosses above 180, then it will start a good move. After 155 level, 160 level, it will start moving up. So one has to keep watching near the level of 155 and 160. So that was just a development. So enjoy trading, keep making profits, and have a good day. If you have not subscribed so far, subscribe to the channel, like, share, whatever you do. Thank you so much.